Welcome, everybody, to the webinar tonight. We have some great content for you. My name is Amy Porterfield, and I have invited a very special guest to the webinar tonight, and his name is James Wedmore. Now, James and I have been friends for a while now, and I'm always blown away by all the tips and strategies he gives me kind of on the DL, on the down low. And I thought these tips have to be shared with my audience. And so what I've done tonight is I've asked him to come on to share tips to get massive traffic from YouTube. And I asked him to keep it really simple. So what I love is he's got 3 steps for us. And I'm going to let James talk to you a little bit about who he is and what he's all about. But I will say he is a YouTube expert, but beyond that, he's a video marketing expert. He's at jameswedmore.com, and if you've never seen any of his videos, they will blow you away. But what's great is James shows you how he does everything. So you can always make sure that if he's doing something cool, he's going to share it with you. And that's what tonight's all about. So tonight, I would love to introduce to you my very good friend, James Wedmore.
Awesome. All right, Amy, thank you so much for having me. Thank you to everyone who's joining us today on the live call. I'm excited to be here. I have a blast with these things. They're so much fun because there's just so many people on the line, and we get to share and interact and have some fun. Yes, the topic for today is all on YouTube. I'm going to show you a simple and proven 3-step process I've been doing for years now. A lot of our students have been doing it, and it's pretty cool because it works. And if you see at the bottom of the page right now, the first slide that we're on, we are going to be giving away some cameras, some video cameras today. Why do we do that? Well, because I don't want you to have any excuses whatsoever when it comes to taking action and getting started with video. Nothing is more exciting, rewarding, or fulfilling to me than when students on my webinars, customers and subscribers come back to me and say, look at the video I did, look at the results I got. And it really is all about just taking that first step and pressing the record button. So I get to help you out as much as possible. But I'm also doing that to make sure that you guys stay on the call and pay attention. It's so easy to get distracted today with all the other incoming messages and the kids and the phone and social media. So give me your full attention for the next hour, and I promise to give you 110%, and we will give away 2 cameras today at the end of the call. The last thing I request from you guys is that since we're using this magical software called GoToWebinar, and you guys are live on a call with me today, we have the opportunity to have a 2-way communication. And what I'd love for you guys is to give me feedback, to talk to me throughout the webinar. I'm going to be asking you guys a lot of questions and really tailoring the webinar to you guys. So those who speak up and talk will get the most out of the webinar. So let's test that out and just ask you guys, are you ready to get into this content? Please type Y or yes to let me know. And no is okay too. You can say no, and you probably would just want to leave at that point. But good, I'm getting a ton of yeses, and I really appreciate that. We got a lot of people with some exclamation points, which means you guys are excited, and you know what? So am I. So what are we going to talk about in the next 60 minutes? I know we got started here a little late, but it's because we're doing some fun things with you guys. So bear with us here. I will go as fast as possible. Here is my goal for you. And it really should be your goal. When it comes to anything we're doing online, one of the most important things we do need is traffic. We need people to our websites and to our blogs, to our sales pages, our e-commerce sites, etc. And YouTube can be one of your top, if not #1, traffic generation strategy. And so hopefully you guys have already some pen and paper available. Maybe you're on your iPad taking notes or a Google Doc. The first thing I want you to write down and understand is that YouTube is traffic. We're not making videos just so we can put a Boy Scout or Girl Scout badge on our uniform to say, look at me, I learned one more thing. I know how to do one more thing. It's all about a specific intention and getting a specific result with all the work that you're putting into growing your business. And the reason we're making videos is to put them on YouTube and generate more traffic back to your web or online properties. YouTube is traffic. And let me show you an example. This is a very recent video I put out. If any anyone here already knows me or watches my videos, you might have seen this one. This is a video that I put out on YouTube on my channel, and in 48 hours got 1,007 views. Now, when you know that one of the top videos on YouTube right now has, I think it's 258 million views, you know, this isn't anything to write home about. However, it's what happens with those views. What can we do with those views? And with this video alone, I was able to send, out of those 1,007 views, 423 opt-ins into my email newsletter. They became leads or subscribers onto my list. They gave me their name and email address. And from there, you know, we can market to them and sell our products and services. Now, that's what gets me excited about this, and that's what I want you guys to get excited about. This is what is possible with all of this. So yes, YouTube is traffic. So here's what we're basically going to be going over. The 3 major factors for getting your videos ranked on YouTube. When they get ranked, they get found. When they get found, they get viewed. Okay? And I'm going to show you how to do this in a 3 simple step process. And while we're on here, I'm going to also give you guys some tips and tricks on how to make better videos, how to do videos without being in front of the camera, how we can basically make videos without a lot of work on our part. Okay? Because that's one of the biggest questions my students ask me is, how can I make better videos with less time and effort? And I feel you, I hear you. I don't want to spend a lot of time making them either. I just want to get the results with them. So a little bit more about me. That's a picture of me. It looks like I'm playing air guitar. I'm not. I'm just getting really animated when I'm talking about YouTube. But I am the creator of a program called Video Traffic Academy. This is our advanced training program. We will be discussing this and talking more about it at the end of the call, so make sure to stay tuned for that. Today we've celebrated our 1-year anniversary, actually back in August. Now there's over 6,000 people that have gone through our training, taken action, and gotten results with their videos. Ironically, YouTube is also in its largest year of exponential growth in the 6 to 7 years that it's been around. It's a very exciting time. Every time I log into, and in fact, I believe Robin Crux on the call today. We have actually one of her comments here down there. But every time I log into Facebook or check my email, I mean, this is what gets me the most. This is what gets me so excited, is when our students and subscribers are sharing the results that they're getting from their videos. That's really what charges me. But a lot of people ask me, how did it all begin? Why did you start teaching this, and where did it all come about? And a lot of people do know that I went to film school out in Los Angeles, was really passionate, had a video camera in my hand my whole life, but I never really went the Hollywood route. I didn't really want to schlep coffee around for some producer, executive, hotshot. So you know, I really just went into business for myself and followed those entrepreneurial desires. But the first discovery of YouTube for me happened around 2008 when I met this gentleman here on the left. His name is Dave Powers, and he's been on YouTube for about 6 years now. And as you can see here, he has over 100 million video views for the past, since 2007. YouTube has been his only marketing strategy, and it has allowed him to have a full-time online business. He doesn't do anything else but make videos week after week after week. And obviously with 100 million views and 57, almost 58,000 subscribers, he has the audience. He makes about $200 a day just from monetizing his videos, and then about $8,000 to $10,000 a month selling digital products and training just like that. So what is it he's doing? He films videos of him flying remote control airplanes. This is one of his most infamous videos with 14 million views. It's called The Flying School Bus. He built it himself and then filmed himself doing it. This is his hobby, this is his passion, and this is what he makes his videos about. And he has become one of my best friends. We've done several projects together, and this was, for me, where I got my first discovery on YouTube. And I said, you know what, I might as well start using it myself. And I started using YouTube myself back in 2008. Still to this day, I have videos on there that produce sales for me in my business. And this is a business I haven't touched since about 2008, 2009. And that's exactly what you can experience with it. It's videos that get found and ranked and then continue to get views for years to come. But where I really started taking this to the next level, and this is another example to really learn from. You guys are going to notice I'm going to be sharing a lot of examples because this is the best way we can learn, is by modeling the success of others. Here's a gentleman I crossed paths with about 3 years ago. His name is Michael Griswold, and he was a dating coach, still is, but he was struggling at the time. He had a $30 ebook that he was trying to sell. He was maybe selling a copy a day. And he came to me, and we did a complete overhaul in his business. And one of the first things we did was started getting him to do YouTube videos. And he said, James, I don't know how to make videos. I'm not this video guy. So the first 50 to 60 videos he did were him on his webcam on his laptop in a Starbucks coffee shop. If you were to press play on this video, you'd hear the barista behind him calling out orders. You'd hear the Kenny G jazz music in the background, and his videos blew up. In fact, he went from less than one sale a day, just about every other day, to over 16 to 20 sales a day on that same product, except we actually just put a video to sell the product and raise the price to $100. And today he has close to 2 million views. Okay, so that was when I actually put all my stuff to the test and really started getting it. And today I've been able to teach some of the most amazing people. You can see and recognize some of these faces on here, from Derek Halpern to Ryan Lee. There, of course, Amy Porterfield, who's also rocking it out on YouTube. She's got 200,000 views, and she barely uses it. She's busy over on Facebook, and she's still getting a lot of views and results over there on YouTube. So that's why I get so excited and passionate about YouTube, because of the results I've been able to get for myself and my students. But really the question you want to ask is why YouTube for yourself, and can it really work for you guys? We'll go over this really quickly. This was a recent story, recent event. I was on a webinar similar to this one. We asked people 2 questions. Have you seen a YouTube video in the past 7 days? And we had about 82% of our audience say yes. Now, we had about 1,000 people on the call, so over 800 people said yes, they've seen a YouTube video. And in fact, if you guys think about it, how many of you have seen a video in the past 7 days, whether someone shared it on Facebook or sent it to you in an email, or you spent 20, 30 minutes yourself playing around on YouTube? The majority of people have. But when we asked a follow-up question, how many of you have uploaded your own video to YouTube in the past 7 days, all of the hands came down, and only 11% said yes. And in fact, I'm sure if you guys ask yourself, have you uploaded a video to 7 days, most of you guys will actually end up saying, no, I haven't. Now, that's okay. But why I get so excited about this and why I ask this question is because you can see the opportunity here. You can see the gap between the demand for content creators, the demand for more entertainment, more views, more YouTube, but so few people are willing to take that step forward, raise their hand, and become a content creator, to put videos out there. And this is where I encourage you guys and urge you guys to be the people to do that before your competitor does, before someone else, in your marketplace steps forward and creates videos and creates better videos, okay? So this is why I get really excited about this. YouTube has 4 billion daily views. Like I said, this is the fastest year that YouTube, most exponential growth that they've seen since they've been around since 2005. So very exciting times, and I'm waiting very soon for them to be reporting 5 billion daily views. You have on your page, it says YouTube is traffic. Here's one of the first things as to why it's traffic, and this is probably worth writing down. YouTube is also a search engine. YouTube is a search engine. Most people, especially younger generations, are also going directly to YouTube and using it as a search engine, looking for the answers to their questions. And you guys know that YouTube is owned by Google, so they're very similar. Now, this is an example on your page of a good friend of mine and past student. This is Kristen Eckstein. And I love her example because I said, go ahead, make a video. We chose a keyword. write a book and get it published. I said, go make a video on how to write a book and get it published. She was on vacation. She was in Florida at the beach. Her husband pulled out the little camera, pressed record. She talked for a few minutes, and within about 10, 11 days, we were able to get this video ranked to the #1 spot. And there it sits over a year and a half later, to be honest with you. Pretty impressive. I'll put a pin in here. We're going to actually come back in a second. So yes, YouTube is traffic, but I also want you to write down that it's quality traffic. This is extremely important to understand. What do I mean by quality? Well, here is one of my favorite case studies or experiments I love to show. This is from a good friend of mine. His name's Travis Campbell of marketingprofessor.com. What he did was he sent all of this traffic, free traffic, to an opt-in page or a squeeze page where he collected names and email addresses. And the winner who collected the most names and email addresses was hands down #7, YouTube.com. So he sent traffic from Twitter, from Facebook, from StumbleUpon, some of these sites I've never heard of, and they had a far, far lower conversion rate, even Google.com, than YouTube. So what does this even mean? If this kind of went over your head, what does it mean? At the end of the day, when traffic comes to your site, to your blog, from YouTube, it is some of the most targeted and warm traffic that you can get. Now, why is that? Think about it. We all buy from who we know, like, and trust. When you put a video out there and your audience watches it, and at the end of the video, you tell them to go over to your website, your blog, your sales page, wherever you're going to send them, and we'll talk about that in a moment, they already know you. They already like you, and they already trust you. Otherwise, they wouldn't go, would they? You did that with them. You built rapport with them. You created a relationship with them in the video. How many times have you been to a website where you don't remember how you even got there? As soon as you get there, the red flags are going up. You're saying, how am I getting scammed today? This is spam. I got to get out of here. I don't trust this person. The red flags, the sirens are just buzzing, right? But those red flags, the guards, that all comes down if you've seen that person first, if you built a relationship with them with their video first, okay? And that's what is so magical about this, and I really want you guys to get that before we move forward. So yes, it's not just traffic, it's quality traffic, but wait, there's more. Good old Google.com. Google does own YouTube. You guys probably already knew that. But here's one of my favorite little tidbits of information. This is from Forrester Research, and it states that an indexed video stands about a 50 times greater chance of ranking on the first page of results than any other given textual page in the index. What does that mean? What did I just say? Basically this. If you've been blogging and you wrote a blog post and you decide to create a video about that same blog post, the same exact content, the 3 secrets to XYZ, that video has about a 50 times greater chance of getting found in Google than that article. Now, it's kind of unfair, but that's the fact of the matter, and it's probably the last stand for my argument as to why we need to be paying more attention to YouTube and using it in our business, especially if we want some of this traffic. So pretty exciting stuff here. This is why I get so passionate. So, oh yeah, let me show my example here. Let me show you proof of that. You remember Kristen Eckstein in her video on the beach? Here we are when you type in how to write a book and get it published. Her video shows up on the first page of Google. And not only that, hers is the only result with a thumbnail. Hers is the only one that has an image next to it. YouTube was so nice to do that for us. So I said, okay, so you got ranked in Google and YouTube. Here you are, you're getting found, you're getting views, but big whoop, right? Can we go to a view shop down the street and you know, exchange that for money? No, but if we put a strategy in place, which I'm going to show you guys today, we can get results. So I followed up with Kristen and I said, how did this do? She got 81 new opt-ins to her e-newsletter, 81 new leads in the first week, and she was able to convert in that first week one of those leads into a high-end client. Now, folks, her high-end client is a $10,000 one-on-one platinum coaching program. Not bad for one video. Okay, pretty exciting stuff. So, oh yeah, here's some more examples of that. That's right. So here is a really, really goofy picture of me. And I like to do that in a lot of my videos. I like to have fun. But here is a picture or a screenshot of your YouTube watch page. When you upload a video, this is what people are going to see. They're not going to see me, but they'll see your video. And remember, this whole presentation is about how to get traffic from YouTube. So as of right now, there are two main places where people can leave YouTube and go to your website, because that's the goal. That's the goal right now, is to get, you want to get the views, but the goal is to get them off of YouTube as quickly as possible. Two places to do that. I've just highlighted them on your screen for you. You can see them right now. The first one, and please write this down. We have training for it inside our advanced program. It's called the Call to Action Overlay, or CTA Overlay. This is a magical little banner that you can put in all of your videos that you have full control over. You can put the title that you want, the copy you want, the image you want, and you get to tell people where they get to go. YouTube for Business, jameswilburn.com, I wrote all that. You are in charge of that space. And it's, as of right now, it's the only way that someone can click inside of your video and leave YouTube to go where you want them to go. Now, the other place is the place that most people know about, but not everybody. And it's in the description box. This is the second one. And this is where you get to just type in the URL of wherever you want to send people. And if you put the HTTP in front of it, it will be a blue clickable link. Why do I spend so much time here? Because this is the most important thing. I mean, this is simple, but it's important. Because so many people put a video up on YouTube, it gets a bunch of views, but there's no way for me to go to their website. No one, myself included, is not going to just manually hand type your URL or hard to spell website into a browser. We want to click a link. People put phone numbers, they tell them to jump through all these hoops. You have to put a clickable link in your video if you want traffic. Okay? So, really quickly, let's get some stuff from you guys, because we still got so much to go over, and we're getting some good stuff here. So let me get from you guys some feedback on or some input on your niche or your industry, what it is that you do. And just go ahead and type it in there, like I teach this, or I do this, I'm in real estate, I'm that. Just go ahead and type it in. We're getting a lot of people right now, people who are virtual assistants in self-improvement industry, fine arts, sales, career advice, animation tutorials, filmmaker, awesome photographer. Brad Andrews teaches the trumpet. This is awesome. Video producer, homeopathy remedies. Very cool. We got a ton of really cool stuff in here. So feng shui, scrapbooking. Look at this group. This is great. So a lot of people think that their niche or business doesn't work on YouTube. So really quickly, I'm going to give you guys an example of people in just virtually every type of industry. One or more is going to really resonate with you guys, and I want you to write down that person so you can use them to model specifically. Okay? So let's start with our real estate example. This is Ian Watt, and he is very focused on the luxury penthouse market in Vancouver, Canada. And for the past 4 or 5 years, he has uploaded hundreds, I think it's like 750 videos, some of which have 10, 20,000 views alone on. And all he does is simple little videos of him talking in his car. And let me tell you this. The definition of insanity is doing 750 videos without getting any results, right? He does very well with this. This is Marie Forleo. She is a coach, author, and speaker to young entrepreneurial women. She is awesome. She rocks. Definitely worth checking out her channel. She does a video every single week and is almost ready to hit 2 million views. She's getting really close. This is Marina Kleina Goldberg. So anybody here is a service-based business or local service-based business, she is an interior designer, and she creates videos doing interior design tips. And we'll show a little bit more about her and a little bit about how she gets ranked. This is Jeff Rose, who does incredible videos, and he teaches financial advice because he is a financial planner. Liz D'Alto, we'll be talking about her. She is our New York City-based fitness trainer. Here's the example I showed you with Michael Griswold with relationship advice. Heather Pierce teaches cooking. We have, this is one of my favorite examples. This is Alejandra Costello, and she uploaded her first video in April of 2011, so about a year and a half, a little more than a year and a half ago, and she had, her original business was a service-based business. She was going to local businesses and customers who wanted to get their lives, offices, and homes organized. So she said, why not go to YouTube and put some stuff out there? Well, a few of her videos caught, they went viral, and her channel got so big that she actually shut down her service-based business and now just teaches and sells digital products to customers all over the world. She was featured on HGTV and several print publications, and I interviewed her recently, and she said, YouTube is the only thing I do. And that's what I love hearing. And then we have some people that sell some physical products as well, and they use YouTube to demo those products. So as you can see, there's a ton of examples, just like I can see there are a ton of you guys doing some really cool stuff. So with all this being said, I still want to keep everything that we're doing very simple, and your goal is just that simple. Get your videos viewed, and the way we're going to do that is to get them ranked. Okay? Get your videos viewed by getting them ranked. So with that said, what we're going to talk about for the remainder of this presentation are the 3 top ranking criteria that YouTube is looking for. These are extremely important because we just follow these 3 like a checklist, and we make videos and they'll get found. Okay, so here they are. You can write them down. We're going to be going into a lot of detail with them. Relevance, quality, and clout. Relevance, quality, and clout. So like I said, we're going to spend about the next 30 minutes going through these, and if it gets overwhelming, if I go too fast for people, I apologize, but stay with us. Like I said, we're going to be raffling off some video cameras at the end of this call, and I'm going to introduce you guys to our advanced training program, which is Video Traffic Academy. So stay tuned for all of that. But let's go ahead and jump right into this. The first one I said is relevance. So what do I mean by this? Well, it really starts with a very simple concept that today people get what they're searching for. I don't know if you guys remember the olden days of the internet, but when you type in something on like AOL search, you didn't really find what you were looking for. Google really fixed that, didn't they? So if you want to get found, you need to start by knowing what it is that people are searching for. Here's an example of if you were to go to Google and type in armpit fat, you're going to find Liz D'Alto, our case study, and her video on armpit fat. So let's take a look at this. This is Liz D'Alto. She teaches fitness and weight loss advice for women. She's out in New York City, and we started with a keyword, armpit fat. Now, why did we do that? Because the little strategy I'm going to show you in a second, we discovered that that's what her audience was searching for. They wanted to know how to get rid of armpit fat. She never wanted to teach a video on armpit fat. She just figured out that that's what her students and customers were searching for. See, so many times we decide to make content based on what we think our audience wants, what we think will help or provide value for people. Yet we never take the time to actually ask them or do the due diligence or the market research. This is where the difference can be made. Now, these numbers are outdated. She just hit 20,000 views. She was at the #1 spot. It's really funny. She goes back and forth between the #1 and #2 spot on YouTube, but she is getting found and ranked inside of Google when you type in armpit fat and some similar keywords like underarm exercises, underarm fat exercises, and stuff like that. And you can see some examples of her going back and forth between 1 and 2. It's a pretty competitive keyword, and she gets a lot of views. She got 20,000 views just because people are searching that every month. So what is your audience searching for? Okay, it's all about your keywords. Armpit fat was her keyword phrase, and when you identify what people are searching for, all you need to do is create relevant content for them. Liz discovered that her audience was searching for armpit fat, so she made a video on how to get rid of armpit fat. I mean, she even gets ridiculed by other trainers. They say, why would you do this? Because there's no such thing as how to just get rid of armpit fat. You either, it's called a spot removal or whatever. And she just laughs because she's like, that's what they're asking for. Discover what your audience is looking for, and then you can provide them the solutions. So how do we do this, right? That's the next question. How do we find out exactly what your customer is searching for? The answer, or one of the answers, the answer I love using the most, is Google Keyword Tool. So make sure to write that down. It's really easy to find. At any time you want to access it, all you got to do is just go to google.com and type in Keyword Tool. It's owned by Google. It's part of their whole AdWords system. It's free to use, and it's going to give you the most accurate data out there on the search habits of people when they're using Google. If you've ever wondered what it is that people are really typing in there every single day, this is really the best place to start. It's the Google Keyword Tool. Okay, so let me show you some examples of our other students who have figured out what it is that their audience is searching for and then created videos based on. Here's Marina Kleiman Goldberg. Type in interior design projects. She found that's what her audience was searching for, so she created a video called Interior Design Projects. Notice, by the way, hint, hint, that the keyword Interior Design Projects is at the beginning of the title of her video. Made it relevant. Relevance, that's the first one. Okay, here's our superstar real estate agent, Ian Watt. You type in Shangri-La Penthouses, he's not only #1, he's also #3. And if you see for the #1 result, Shangri-La Penthouses, the keywords at the top of the title. YouTube and Google are looking for relevance. Okay, here's one of my examples that I use for YouTube, and even at a #2 spot, I get over 20,000 views. So you just get it towards the top. Okay, so our first step is to go into the Google Keyword Tool and look for as many keywords as possible that is targeted to our audience. Now there is a little bit of this is easy to do, but there's a little bit of an art and a finesse to finding and drilling down and getting the right keywords. And I'll show you one more in a second. But my suggestion for you guys is as many as possible. 30 is fantastic. 30 keywords. Now with those 30 keywords, you create a shot list. What's a shot list? It's just a list of your videos. Okay, so you can literally have a list of 30 videos. So many times people say, I want to make videos, I just don't know what to make them about. That's total BS. All you need to do is use the Google Keyword Tool. Your audience is telling you what questions they have, what they're looking for answers for, what they want to learn how to do, what problems they need solving. Just go off of that. Okay, here's an example. When I created Video Traffic Academy, I wanted to walk people through each step with a real example. I'm not going to teach something if it doesn't work. So at the time, I was doing something called kettlebell. Some of you guys might know what that is. Big, heavy cannonball with a handle on it. You swing it around, you get in really good shape. And it's fun to do. So I typed in the Google Keyword Tool, kettlebells, and one of the results I found that I really liked was kettlebell routine. That's my keyword phrase. It gets 12,000 searches a month. So what did I do? I went on my deck, I put on a goofy pink shirt, put the camera on the tripod, I pressed record, and I did a video about a kettlebell routine. Put it up on YouTube, and within a few days, got it to the #1 spot, and it's been there for, I think it's 16, 17 months. Don't have to touch it. Okay, and then obviously we go over to Google, and there it is again. And I'm not a kettlebell expert either, right? Okay, so there you go. Very, very fun, exciting stuff. Now, that's the first part, which is relevance. We have to move on to the second one. If we have any questions on that, wait to the end so I can address them. We will be doing some Q&A at the end. I love doing the Q&A. That's my favorite part. The second thing is quality, and this one is becoming bigger and bigger and more important as each day passes. and is based on the fact that videos of higher quality will get more views. YouTube will promote them and showcase them more and push them up the rankings more. But quality does not mean a more expensive camera. It doesn't mean having a whole production crew or spending hours and hours and hours doing it. It just means you need to provide more value to your audience and you need to engage them more. More value, more engagement. And I want to talk to you in a moment about how we can do that specifically. But here is the fact. Google and YouTube are looking at time on page. Before, in the olden days of YouTube, it was all about just getting clicks. If you could just get views, it doesn't matter if they watch the video, just get views. Today, it's all about how long people watch your video. If they all leave after 5 seconds, then that's not really good. That's going to hurt you, right? It's really simple. So we'll talk about some ways that we can do this, but it's really simple. Raise the bar for yourself on the content you want to deliver. So many people are afraid to just give and share their best information, but it's so much more rewarding when you do. So many results, more results can come your way when you do. Okay? So I like to say, it's simple. Bottom line, make better videos. I will talk about all the ways that we're going to do that. But what do we put in our videos? What do we say in our videos? What do our videos consist of? At the end of the day, the way I like to look at it is it's not necessarily whatever you want. Like I could say, yeah, we may make a video about whatever you want, whatever creative idea or concept comes into your mind, but the real answer is it's whatever your audience wants. Now, obviously, that starts in step 1 when we said identify your keywords. When you figure out what your keywords are, you know what your audience wants, don't they? Don't you? But the more you get to know your customer and why people buy from you and what is it they like about you, the more we can create better videos. What I'll do right now is show you guys some essential video ingredients. Some of these things we've already gone over. Add value. I can say that till I'm blue in the face. Only you can define what value is. Okay? We have, let's see. I'm just looking through. Karen Anderson, scrapbooking classes. How does she provide value? Well, giving demos and tutorials of how to do scrapbooking examples, best supplies and resources, giving away her best secrets on that, right? Paulino Brenner, if I'm saying your last name wrong, I apologize, Paulino, teaching Spanish online. How can Paulino deliver more value with these videos? Giving specific phrases and more visual and using text with the audio of how to pronounce things. I mean, there's so many ways that you can just really ask yourself, how do I provide value? And there's so many cool people on here. I love it. Okay, so you guys get that, right? Add value. And obviously be relevant. Find your keywords. Okay, so but the reason I put this in here again is a lot of people will find a keyword like, let's say we have, let's see, what's a good one? So we have a couple people that do traveling. Okay, so let's say you do a video on best places to travel in South America, and I go, ooh, I want to learn more about traveling in South America. I click on your video, and it's just an advertisement, and it just says, want to travel? Well, I've been in travel for X amount of years. Buy my stuff. And that's really not relevant. If you're going to create a video about best places, five top destinations in South America, you better deliver those. That means be relevant, be congruent, short and to the point. You guys love that one, right? The shorter you make your videos, the more people will, chances they'll get all the way to the end. A lot of times we just put long, rambling videos out on YouTube, and people drop off after the first 20, 30 seconds because they get bored or distracted. Keep them as short and to the point as possible. If it can be said in 1 minute, don't make a 2-minute video. Demonstrable. Okay? All of us here, no matter what we're doing, can be more visual with our videos. Brad Andrews teaches trumpet. I want to see where you put your fingers on the trumpet, what notes you're playing, and how you're pressing down. I want to see the way you put your mouth on the mouthpiece of the trumpet so that people have never played know exactly how to do that. Be very visual with your videos because it is a visual medium. You want to take advantage of that. And the reason I state this is so many people just get in front of the camera and just start talking with a white, bland background behind them, like their wall in their hallway. And there's nothing really for me to be looking at. Be visual. Be demonstrable. And then most importantly, write this one down. You guys will be writing all these down, but write this one down, put a star next to it, circle it. This is the most important thing. This is called getting traffic with your videos, video traffic for a reason. You need to have a call to action with all of your videos. And here, yes, once again, another goofy picture of my face. Love to put those in there. So you can always do a call to action, and I like to put these in the middle of my video or sporadically throughout to ask people to subscribe to my channel, to share my video. But the number one call to action is to get people to click a link. Right now, I'm going to give you guys a 3-part call to action. You're going to end every single video with this. You're going to tell them what to do, why to do it, and how to do it. Okay? So let's see. Let's see. Who is our homeopathic remedy person here? This is Steve Park, who is doing his niche is on homeopathy remedies. So I'm going to use you, Steve, as an example, if you don't mind. A call to action that you would put at the end of your video. Well, I don't know the specifics of your business or your business model, but obviously we want to get people back over to your website. And a great reason to do that is to entice them with a free gift. Maybe there's, at-home remedies that they could do. I'm assuming they are. They may totally not be, and I apologize, Steve, if they're not. But let's say you say at the end of your video, thank you so much for watching my video. To get your hands on a list of 5 homeopathy remedies that you can make at home or do yourself to give you more energy, make you feel more healthy, vibrant, and alive, head on over to my website at homeopathy.com or homeopathyremedies.com to download this free report. All you need to do is click the link below this video and you can access that report immediately. Thanks for watching my video, and I'll talk to you soon. Okay? Tell them what to do. Go to my website. Why to do it? You're going to give them something for free. How to do it? Click the link below. All right? Call to action. Now, I listed 5 or 6 awesome ingredients. Here is the one that trumps them all. Here's the most important thing you need to be doing, and it's more than an ingredient. It's more of a habit. If you want to be more successful on YouTube and get more results, it comes down to consistency. Yes, we can put up a video and we can walk away and we can get results with it, without a doubt. But what I have seen time and time again is that consistency breeds momentum. The more you do it, the more exponential your results become. Why? Because unlike all the other social networking sites, when you post a video, it doesn't disappear or get buried or get lost in a feed. It actually does quite the opposite. The older the video, the more, it's like a fine wine where with age it actually grows and builds and gets more exposure. Okay, so the more you do, the more results you get on an exponential level. So to all of you, I'm going to urge you and encourage you to not just say, okay, I'm gonna try this, what this James guy is saying, I'm gonna put up a video. No, do it for 3 or 4 weeks at the bar minimum. Make 3 to 5 videos and put 1 out a week for a couple of weeks, for a month or 2. Then come back and say, prove me wrong, that I don't know what I'm talking about. But it's all about consistency. And all of our superstars that I've shown you before, they follow that same example. Be consistent. And that's really the same with anything you do with habits. If you want to get results, you don't go to the gym once a year. You go as consistently as possible. You don't have to go every day to get results at the gym, but you have to be consistent with it. Okay, so let's dive even deeper so I can help you guys make the perfect video. And that's what we're really in search for, the perfect YouTube video. So what if I could give you guys a template for how to just script the video really quickly and get in front of the camera and film it. Would that sound good? Could I get some yeses from you guys so that I know that you guys are still paying attention and super excited? Yes, 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 yes. Awesome. We're getting a ton. We're even getting some hell yes in here, which is always nice. I love that. And then I'm going to look back up at your guys' niches that you guys did. Here is your 5-part template for the perfect YouTube video template. It's what to say in your video and how to really structure what you do in your video. So let's, man, there's so many good ones here. I want to do the feng shui example. So Erica Razzle, hopefully you don't mind me calling you out, Erica, and I want to use your example. So I know a little bit about feng shui, and it's a huge topic on YouTube, I'll tell you that. A lot of people are doing that. So let's say Erica makes a video on how to properly feng shui your desk. Okay? And she does the keyword research on it and finds out that how to feng shui your desk gets 10,000 views a month. Oh, Erica's excited. She goes, great, I'm going to make a video on how to do that. But what do I say in my video? How do I structure it? What do I do? Well, Erica, we got you covered. Here's how we're going to do it. We're going to start with the attention grabber. This is this red box over on the left-hand side. So while everyone's paying attention and seeing our live example here, please write this down so you guys have your outline. The attention grabber is the first thing we're going to say to get people's attention. You got to say it in 6 seconds or less. So how to feng shui your desk. So here's how this video is going to open up. Want to learn how to feng shui your desk so you can work harder, be more productive, and make more money in your business? Stay tuned. I'll show you how. That's it. Notice she said she asked a question and she gave a benefit. Want to know how to feng shui your desk so you can work harder, be more productive, and make more money in your business? Stay tuned. And I'll show you how. Okay? And I think that was like 5 seconds, right? The green section, the second one, is the intro bumper. Erica's going to go to a place like Fiverr.com, Fiverr.com, and get what's called a little intro bumper or an intro piece. It's going to have her logo, maybe a picture of her, maybe a really cool tagline, and that's it. It's going to be 4 or 5 seconds. This is great just for branding. You're going to see more and more people are doing this. Then, and that's the easy part, get that made for $5. Then we start the content. So we're 10 seconds into the video and you're jumping right into it. Okay? Now what I like to do is have her introduce herself here like, hey guys, Erica Razzle here with fengshuisecrets.com, giving you the best advice on how to feng shui your life, your home, and everything else you do. The quick tagline. Now in this video we're talking about how we can feng shui our desk. Here's 3 or 4 things you can do right now in order to do that. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. Now, obviously, I'm not the expert. Erica is, so we would consult with her. But you got to give your great content. Erica's going to show us some really cool tips and tricks. She's going to have the video camera on the desk so we can see what the desk would look like. And she's going to, move everything and say, this is it, bada bing, bada boom. She can do that in less than 5 minutes. Shorter, she can do it in a minute, 2. She's a superstar. But at the end of this yellow block, give a call to action. Thanks for watching my video. To get your hands on your free Feng Shui Secrets guide or free report, head on over to my website, fengshuisecrets.com. Click the link below this video, and I'll give you access to that free report. Go ahead and click that link now, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks. That was our call to action. We already went over that, right? Outro bumper is really just the same as your intro bumper. You can use the same thing. You can kind of really enunciate your call to action by having an arrow that points down in the video. We've done stuff like that. But here's the last part, and this is the part that I get the most excited about. These are the outtakes. Now, a lot of people go, I'm going to skip this, and I'm going to do the outtakes. But for me, the outtakes has been one of the most powerful things we've ever done because what it does is 2 things. First of all, people love outtakes. Okay? So you're training your audience to wait all the way to the end of your video, to stay to the end of your video. Okay? But it does something else. When Erica's doing this video, maybe it's the first video she's ever done, maybe she's a little nervous, maybe she's a little stiff in front of the camera. Well, people are watching for that. There's part of people where they kind of want to see you mess up. And when she puts her outtake at the end, and they see that every time she messes up or stumbles a word, she just laughs it off, has fun, and gets back into it. There is a much, much deeper connection created there. When people email me, comment on my YouTube video, or even bump into me in person at a conference, that's the first thing they mention is the outtakes and how real and authentic you are. And that's what the outtakes can do. It seems silly, like why would I add outtakes in my video? Trust me, try it once. Okay, so that's Erica's video on how to feng shui your desk. 5-part outline. She's got an awesome video. Good luck with that. So how was that, guys? Simple thing that I think you guys can do. Yes, I want to move on because we are running out of time. If that was still confusing, go find my channel and I practice what I preach. All my videos, another goofy shot, right? All my videos follow that same template, and you can just see exactly how I do that in my videos. It's pretty cool. Okay, what I want to do is spend a second really quickly talking about improving the quality of your videos a little bit. I know we have people that will have a lot of the left brain technical stuff, what cameras to get and how do I edit and export. Don't let that stuff overwhelm you. Don't let that stuff be the thing that holds you back. It really can be a lot easier. In fact, it's never been easier than right now, and never cheaper, really, to be making videos and putting them online. My biggest suggestion before I share these slides is to start with what you've got. If you have an iPhone, if you have a webcam, start with that, and you can do a few videos. You can always improve. You can always grow, but you can't grow or improve when you don't have a starting point or a reference point. You have to start somewhere. So if we want to get better equipment, a lot of people think, oh, I'm going to buy a $2,000 DSLR camera. You don't really need to if you're not ready for that. If you're going to improve something or get better equipment, the first thing I suggest is audio. Make sure you have a microphone, wireless or wired mic. You can get one as cheap as $35–40 on Amazon, and it's going to improve the quality of your video better than anything else will. Audio is hands down the most important thing, because you can have the greatest camera in the world, but if there's a plane flying over your head, there's wind blowing in the microphone, you got that noise, no one's going to pay attention. They're going to leave your video. So audio is the first priority. You want to make sure you've got something, some sort of microphone. Lighting would be the next thing. A lot of people don't really pay attention to lighting. They have these harsh shadows, or they're in the dark. They don't even turn on the lights, and it's all dark and murky and or like yellowy on the screen. It just doesn't look good. People are like, ugh. So get some lights. It's really not that hard. We have tons of lighting sources we'll share with you inside the program, but anything you can do to get some lamps in there to brighten up the rooms better. And then, of course, the final suggestion would then be to get a better camera. So many people ask me what type of camera to get. It really depends on your budget, but no matter what camera you end up getting, if you decide to upgrade, make sure it has an audio jack or an audio output or input, so you can actually plug in a microphone. That's what you need for your mic, right? So you can plug it in and actually use it. So you can get a camera at literally any budget from $50 to $100 all the way to $2,000 and up. Okay, it's really on your budget and what you're willing to learn how to use. Usually, the more you pay, the more complicated it gets. Okay. Yes, create shorter videos. I talked about that before, but also start looking at more editing. I'm a big fan of outsourcing your editing. You can find people really inexpensively on sites like odesk.com. You don't have to be doing this yourself, but if you edit out all the dead spots and add some music to it, here's some sites I recommend: premiumbeat.com, pond5.com as well. You're just going to improve the overall engagement of your video. You'll notice mine, they're just really short, they're to the point. We get them in there and we get them out. Now really quickly, let me ask you guys this. Who here is hesitant about doing videos because you don't want to be in front of the camera? You have a face for radio, as they say. Can you go ahead and see, me or yes, type it in so I can just kind of see. And I got a lot of people saying that. It's okay. I'm not going to share your names, by the way. So the last thing I would want is for you to sit on the video sidelines because you don't want to be in front of the camera. Like, that's ridiculous. You don't need to be in front of the camera to put videos on YouTube. Okay? So I'm going to share with you one of the coolest types of video that's out there right now. It's called a doodle video or a scribe video. I've made these myself. You may have seen these where people draw really fast on a whiteboard and it's sped up and there's like a voiceover. I'm showing this example because this is one of the most engaging type of videos you've made. They're absolutely hypnotic. If you've ever seen one, you end up watching it all the way to the end. They're a pain in the butt to make yourself, and they're really expensive if you want someone else to make it. However, there is a killer resource called videoscribe.tv. I think it gives you like a 7 or 14 day trial. Yeah, 7-day trial. Videoscribe.tv, and you can make your first video with this thing in like 20-30 minutes. You don't have to be in front of the camera, and it does that fast doodle for you. It's probably one of the coolest software programs I've ever played with. So that's my little gift for you guys. It's an awesome piece of software to play with, and not too many people know about it. Videoscribe.tv. So really quick before we wrap up tonight, and don't forget we have our camera giveaways in a moment. I want to talk about the third ranking element. We talked about relevance first, identify your keywords. Then we talked about the quality of your videos, making better videos, shorter videos, higher quality, better value to your audience. Then there's this third one called clout. Now we're only going to talk about this one for a second. This is more advanced stuff, and this is really what we get into inside our program, Video Traffic Academy. But I want to introduce this to you now. Clout is this third element that YouTube is looking for. Now remember when I introduced you to the armpit fat girl? That's Liz D'Alto. She kept getting beat out by this gal right here, Sarah Fit TV. Sarah has 9.2 million video views. Actually, I think it's over 10 now. Wonderful, good for her, right? But she was pretty hard to compete against. Why? She has more clout. She has subscribers. She has more views. So it's kind of this like, wait a second, so I got to have views to get views? You know, this kind of catch-22? No. But this is what I'm talking about as far as going back to what I said about consistency. Consistency breeds momentum. Those are total video views, which means if you commit to this and take action and just start putting out a few videos, the views add up. And the longer they're up there, the more views you continue to get. And so what a lot of people experience, they don't experience this. I put a video up and tomorrow morning I woke up and oh my gosh, my life has changed. No. It's the same with working out. You decide, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to make it a habit. I'm going to spend a little bit of time, you know, maybe a week, maybe every other week, and then the results start to come in. Okay? So some of the ways we can improve clout, it starts really by just putting up videos consistently. But YouTube is looking for channels of authority, which means channels that have backlinks and backlinks to your videos and your channel. Backlinks meaning they are links from other websites. We show you how to do this inside the program. Including getting your video embedded, not just on your blog, but other blogs, as well as building up the subscribers. And that's a big thing. Subscribers are just like followers or friends on Facebook. Okay, so clout is that third thing, but what I'll really say about this is it starts with being consistent with your videos. If you're going to commit to this, do a few videos, not just the one and done. So once again, we covered a lot, and I know I spoke really fast. The three big things that YouTube are looking for today: relevance, quality, and clout. Now, the thing that most people, and I hope this isn't you guys, what they do, they get really excited. They say they're going to make a video. They put it up online, and then they walk away. They think that they're done as soon as they upload their videos. And what I'm here to tell you is that that's false, okay? And that's actually where the fun begins. That's actually where the magic begins. With a few additional tweaks and changes, we can see massive improvements in growth with our views and exposures. But most people just walk away, and I don't want that for you guys. So that's what we do with Video Traffic Academy. We give you a step-by-step system, what to do on how to upload your video, and then what to do, that's what we call the video aftermath, as soon as your video has been uploaded. And there's in total 17 different things. Now you don't have to do all of them in every video. I like to look at it as like a a buffet line. You pick and choose a few here. Once you finished uploading video, they all help to tell YouTube why your video deserves to be at the top and not buried down in the wastelands or the desert of YouTube to never be seen or viewed again. Because if you're going to spend the time to make a video, let's get it seen by thousands, not you and you know, 3 other people, right? So this is Video Traffic Academy, and I love sharing this picture right here. This is of Marlene Halema. Now, I've actually been on webinars and showed this image, and people start going, "Yeah, I know Marlene." Well, really, how do you know her? Well, I see her YouTube videos. Of course you do. So she tried to do YouTube herself, and you can see it for about a year she tried, and she thought she knew everything she needed to do, and you can see that she struggled. She only got a few views, and for all the effort she's putting into making her videos, she wasn't getting that much. But you can see the change, the difference, the growth that happened when she joined. Why? Because there's simple little things that you can do to make a massive difference. And the other reason I share this is that a lot of you guys do already have videos out on YouTube, and you can look at your channels and go, man, this thing only has 15 views. This thing only has 30 views. You can still take those videos and breathe life back into them so that your video making efforts are not in vain. And I get really, really excited about that. So this is our program, our advanced training that I was talking to you guys about. A lot of you have already heard about this. We have over 6,000 members. It's called Video Traffic Academy, and we actually just completely redid it and put a ton of up-to-date training and content inside our members area to really give you the most complete, simple YouTube profit system, primarily targeted to just help you drive traffic to your site, build an online brand, and generate more leads and sales in your business. So really quickly, I just want to take a moment and share you guys what's inside the course and what you're getting when you sign up. It's broken up into 5 different modules of video training. It comes with the MP3 downloads, the PDF cheat sheets, and a ton of resources. But we start you off on module 1. This is the basics. We show you with Video Traffic 101 how to identify all the right keywords in your business so you know what to make videos about. Okay? There's a right way to do this and there's a wrong way, but you need to figure out how to uncover the most profitable keywords that your audience is searching for. From there, we talk everything about strategy, what to say in your videos, how to say it, what's going to make you stand out, what's going to make you an authority in your marketplace, so that you know, no one can even compete with you. Module 3 is all about the tech stuff, how to create killer videos, the tools, the tips, the software, all the stuff on how to export, how to film, what camera to use, how to light, all the resources and stuff, and how to systematize and outsource like 90% of this. Module 4 and module number 5 is where we start getting into the more advanced and exciting stuff. This is how to optimize your channel, how to optimize your videos, how to title your video properly and write the proper description and tags and all that stuff so you're telling YouTube what your video is even about. And module 5, which is what we really call the video aftermath. It's everything that you do once your video is online in order to get it ranked in YouTube and ultimately, because that's the goal, inside of Google's search results. And not just get it ranked so you have a bunch of views, but how to convert those views into traffic, leads, and sales for your business. So it's a lot of stuff. But I said, why not give you guys some more? In fact, I like to brag a little bit. This is the only time I get a little braggadocious and say that I have some of the coolest bonuses in the world. It's a bold claim, but you'll see why. This is my most exciting thing. This is the video resource library. I've been making videos for a long time, so I have a bunch of cool tools and resources, and I want to give them to you guys. Stuff like I have master resale rights on PLR music. Or royalty-free music, excuse me. It's actually royalty-free music that you guys can use and put in your videos, and you don't have to pay any more for that. You guys get those as a free bonus. Animated videos that you can put at the end, branded video templates. Here's something called a video overlay. If you want to use Pinterest, which is a big hint for you guys to be using Pinterest and video together, you can actually put this little animated video inside of your videos. You watch the arrow come up, and it will actually click on the little pin it button for you to get your users and motivate them to pin your videos for you, which helps with search ranking and backlinks. Bonus number 2 for all the people who don't want to do this themselves, who don't want to make videos, who don't want to edit them, I totally hear you. I've been successfully outsourcing for a couple years now, about 3 or 4 years, and I want to show you the exact system I use to outsource my videos so you guys can do the same. And you can find people for just a couple dollars an hour. Okay? Excuse me. For all the people who say they don't want to be in front of the camera, bonus 3 is our faceless video strategy to show you 8 other ways on how you can make videos without being in front of the camera. Some cool software and strategies that you're going to love. And bonus 4 are the process maps to the whole thing. I'm a big fan of just step-by-step stuff. You can print these out. You can give them to a friend, a loved one, an assistant, little Billy down the street, and say, here, go to work. Do this so I can go back and work on my business. Okay? Excuse me. So there's a lot of stuff. I went over it really fast. But basically, we've developed this program to be the most complete and comprehensive system that you will see on leveraging YouTube to drive more traffic and get you more leads and sales in your business. Here's a really cool comment that someone just left recently, and it was kind of just made my day. This was a comment on my YouTube channel. Someone just said, this is the best course I've ever taken. I've achieved #1 in my keywords in less than a day, and sometimes in less than an hour following James's formula. It's foolproof, and the course is so darn cheap, I can't even believe it. Yeah, it is so darn cheap, so you're probably asking how much. Well, last year, like I said, we just celebrated our 1-year anniversary about 2 months ago. But a year ago, when we came out with the course, we sold it at $97, $100. Then when we redid it, we added a ton of new content. We redid the members area. I added a ton of bonuses, made it even 10 times cooler and up to date with the most current changes on YouTube. Did we raise the price? Did we change the price? No, absolutely not. It's still just $97. And if we update the course again, if there's a Video Traffic Academy 3.0, you guys get lifetime access to that because all our old members got rolled over into this system. So to sign up and get access to everything, you see the price is just $97, and the link's down there at the bottom of your screen. We'll type it in for you. Let me do that really quick. It's tinyurl.com/Amy James, and I just sent you guys the link in the chat box, or you can open up a browser. It's not $97 a month. It's not $97 per module or anything like that. It's literally just a one-time payment for $97. You get everything, full access for life. Pretty darn cool, guys. There was another bonus that I totally forgot to mention, but saved the best for last. And this is our private Facebook group. I don't offer any coaching anymore in my business, and I still get a lot of questions. So this is the only place where I'm in every single day asking or answering questions from our members. And today we have a couple thousand people in there that are super smart, and they are also there to help you, to keep you accountable, to give you feedback, and help you grow in your business. Some super people, Robin Kruk, if she's still on the line, is one of those super cool people. Scott Skybell and a ton of others. I think it's so important to have a community, to have people support you along your journey. So we want to be able to provide that for you guys. A lot of cool people in there. Obviously, we want to make sure that there is no risk on your part. So there is a 60-day, no questions asked, money-back guarantee. This is all through a system called ClickBank, so your order is absolutely 100% safe and secure. And if at any time you decide this thing is not right for me, this is not what I signed up for, this is not what I wanted, I don't want to do YouTube, I don't want more traffic, that's fine. We have a full support team standing by. I don't even see the emails, so you can request a full refund, and we even let you keep the course. Why do we do that? Because we want to make sure that there is absolutely no risk on your side if you decide to invest with us today. The link's down there at the bottom, tinyurl.com/Amy James, and I also put it in the chat box. So we've got a timer running now, and what I'd love to do while everyone's getting signed up, I'm sure you guys have some questions, whether it's about the program, Video Traffic Academy, or some of the material I went over. I'd love to spend some time talking to you guys, answering your questions, and then at the end of that, let me get that up there. There we go. We are going to give away 2 cameras, 2 of those. The Kodak play sport. They're underwater cameras. They're pretty fun because you can just throw in your pocket and make some great videos with them. So, Amy, are you on the line with us right now so we can look at
Hello, can you hear
some
me?
of these questions? Yes, I can. Yes.
That was amazing, James. Oh my gosh, I have so much work to do on my YouTube channel. I can't even believe it. That was
Yeah,
fantastic. Thank you
yeah, and you
so,
still
so
have a lot of
much.
views.
Well, wow, that kind of just blew me away, and I don't just say that, lightly. That was awesome, and I cannot thank you for being here and doing that for us. So thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we're gonna choose winners in just a minute, but I want to tell you some of the funny things that came in when you were at the end there. Hector
Uh-oh.
said, "Wow, killer deal," which is great. And Leslie says she loves the lifetime access. But Judith says, "This has been so excellent. I always dismissed YouTube as cats and crap." So
That's
she's a new believer, which I love it.
yeah.
And Dawn says, fantastic job. Suzanne says, thanks so much. This is a great webinar. So much great feedback. And I just wanted to tell you that we have tons of questions that I've been recording throughout. So we'll get to those in a moment. But how about we choose a random winner from our shares?
Cool.
Okay. All right. And what
Yeah.
we did is I had my husband choose a random number, and then I
Oh,
counted
fun.
down. Okay, so let me find the winner here because I already found the winner. So the winner of the share, we're almost there. Hold on. There we
What was
go.
the number? What was the number?
Well, hold on because now I don't know where he put it. You're creating too much stress, James. Hold on. I don't know what the number is because I put it aside, but I have a winner and I just had her in a second. You just stressed me out. I'll tell
I'm
you
sorry.
the number in a second. Liz Benny. Liz Benny, it looks like she's from New Zealand. You are the winner of one of the cameras. So whatever
How
number,
do you spell Liz's last name?
Benny.
Liz Benny. All right, congrats, Liz. That's awesome. Woo.
Yes. And then why don't you choose a number if you'd like
Yeah,
for the other camera? And I'm
awesome.
going to tell you, I'm going to go down the list of everyone who's on the call right now and I'll tell you, and I could quickly tell you, but while I'm doing that, I'll give you a question or two to answer if you'd like.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I'd love a few questions. So you want the
Okay.
number first?
Yes.
Okay. Um, I don't want to make it like super high because then you'll be counting for a while. Can we do 51? Is that too high for
Okay,
you?
no, that's great.
Okay.
51. I'll start counting in order of people. This is going to be a random order, not alphabetical or anything like that. We're doing it random. And with that, I'm going to give you a question. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Leslie asked, James, this is funny actually. James, is the training ongoing at my own pace? I'm currently taking a really cool course with someone you might have heard of called Amy Porterfield.
What?
Leslie, Leslie is in one of my small group coaching programs right now, and we're wrapping it up in a few weeks. But she wants to know, is your course at its own pace so she won't feel rushed?
You mean at the student's own pace? Yeah, yeah,
Yes,
it is
sorry.
actually. Yeah, there's I mean it's all out there for you. Once you log in, all the videos are right there. So it's not like it's drip fed and you have to go on a certain date or schedule. You go at your own pace. But I do recommend that when you start, you keep going. You go through the whole shebang, start to finish.
Great.
You can go at your own pace, obviously though.
Perfect.
Um, I've got these questions. Do you want to count that out and I'll answer a
Yep.
few of these?
Go for it.
Okay. And Robin Crux in here, and she's such a superstar. And I had to say read her comment here, and I appreciate the compliments. But she says James Wedmore is the absolute best video marketing expert in the online world. That's amazing. I really
Yeah.
appreciate that. I mean, I'm reading it. It sounds bad that sounds like I'm bragging, but she said it, not me. He really knows how to make YouTube work. His original course helped us to produce a 1 million+ view video, which made our Pasta Fork client an instant global celebrity. Thank you, James. Thank you, Robin. That's so awesome. I had a question from Peter McGalley, who said, how often can we resubmit the same video on YouTube? Peter, the answer is one. Duplicate content is frowned upon. It's a bummer, but they're smart enough to see when someone's uploading the same video over and over again. It's kind of like spamming. Yeah, don't do it. Let's see. Chris Agro, thanks for the question. What was the sites you mentioned for editing resources? If you're looking for editing software, here's what I recommend. I recommend keeping it as simple as possible if you're doing the editing yourself and you're not big on editing. I'm on a Mac, and so for all of our Mac users, I recommend ScreenFlow. I do everything on that, not just screen capture videos, but live action stuff as well. So ScreenFlow, and it's $99. It's like amazing, best software ever. If you're on a PC, either Camtasia or Sony Vegas. Sony Vegas, Camtasia. Okay, Peter Magali had another question, so I'll answer it really quickly because I just realized I answered another one. But here we go. Are videos with PowerPoint script, without voiceover and music only, rank at YouTube, or is it a waste of time to do these? Peter, you actually can get them ranked. It's a little bit tougher because you don't have a voiceover. So what I do recommend is having the voiceover, but you can still get them ranked. So if you have them done, upload them. I have plenty of videos that just have text, but voiceover is going to help magically, because one of the things that we teach in the course is uploading a transcript, and you can't have a transcript if you don't have any audio of voiceover. Okay. Okay. Stephanie Stevens is asking a very nice question. I appreciate the advanced stuff here. She says, do you suggest using LSI keywords, latent? What is the LSI? I know what it is, but the latent semantics index or something like that, with your main keyword, or simply trying to rank for one keyword? No, I absolutely. If you know what you're doing, absolutely. When I get a keyword ranked, like the armpit fat one, armpit fat ranked us, awesome. But then we used all these other keywords like underarm fat, armpit fat exercises, how to get rid of armpit fat. So yes, but start with one main keyword first. Let's see. I'm gonna look through some good ones here. Paulino says, looking forward to learn from you, James. Thank you. Sherry, let's see. Gil says, how do we know we're not getting into a high competitive market? I don't even ask that question because I actually like higher competitive markets. Higher competition means there's more of an audience. There's a reason why there's a lot of people in that market, and it's all about just differentiating yourself. Brad Andrews asked an important question, but this is more of an advanced thing. Since YouTube no longer shows tags of a video, are they important? Yes, absolutely. They're just hiding them because they don't want people to copy them, but they're still there. They're just hidden. They're still there, and they still work. Okay, let's see. A few people are getting looks like Anne's getting a DNS lookup error. Anne, if you want to, I'll send you our support email. It's support@Video Traffic Academy. I apologize for that. It doesn't seem like anyone else is having that, but we do have a support team that can help you with that. Some people are asking, is the course only online or is it actual DVDs? It's all online and digital because I keep it up to date. Danielle Laranzi says, I hope I said your name right, Daniel, says your info is awesome. Thank you, Daniel. Let's see. Oh, right. I like Lisa's comment. Awesome. She said some nice things. So I won't say them out loud. But
say them. You're not going to share it with us?
She says, love your voice. Very sexy and easy to listen to.
Wow.
You,
Wow.
right.
This webinar is getting steamy.
Thank you. This is worth your time. Let's see. Okay.
I have.
Sorry, there's so many. I'm trying to go through these.
I have a quick one real fast that I thought was
please.
a good one. Okay. Ray says, I have one video which has over 6,000 views, but I don't have a call to action in it. So one question earlier was, do you cover calls to action and talk about those in your training. And then her question was, am I safe to go in and add content in my description without blowing out my keywords?
Yes, you are. Don't necessarily delete what you have in your description, but you can add to it no problem, and you'll be fine. Usually, when a video is ranked, and you're up there, if you change your description, it's not like you're going to disappear. But listen, if you have a video up there and you're like, oh, I don't have a call to action, there's a lot of things you can do. You can add an annotation into the video. We show you how to do that inside the course. You can add the link inside your description box. You can add the call to action overlay. All of these things we show you how to do. Really, really simple. Mike Shaler is saying, is the call to action overlay banner, the thing I showed at the beginning that you put inside the video, is that a paid element? It's not paid. It doesn't cost you a dime if you put it on your own videos. It's a little trick, and I show you guys how to do it inside the course because it takes about 10 minutes to set up. Maybe about 5 to 6 minutes. I've got a ton of great questions. I really, really want to get to all of these. Let's have Amy in a second announce the winner of our second camera. And really quick before she does that, I want to start to congratulate everyone who took action and signed up. And if you haven't yet and you have any questions, just type them in. I'm going to do my best to get to all of them. So Frida, Dharmawan, Daryl, Jarmosco, Tina, Alexa, Mark, Higgin, Chris, Matson, Caroline Campbell, Malcolm Pollard, Janet Carley, Roseanne Burke, Mary Costa, George Cummings, Chris Matson, Tate Snedeker, Brian Vass, Terry Trotter, Troy Guessing. I can go on forever, but you guys, awesome. Congratulations for taking action, for signing up. If any of you guys are having any problems whatsoever, whether it's on the order page or after you sign up, when we have a ton of people hit the site at once, sometimes there's some glitches. We have a full-time support email. I'm going to put it in the chat box. It's support@videotrafficacademy.com. I'm going to send that to all of you guys. You can just say, help, this is what my problem is. We'll take care of you immediately. Amy, you want to go ahead and pick our winner, and then we'll answer a few more questions?
Yes, the winner is Christine Gallagher of Red Hot Dance Fitness.
All right. It's Christine, you said?
Christine Gallagher, Gallagher.
So we have Liz, Benny, and Christine.
Yes.
Christine. Okay, I think I wrote Kristen. Christine.
So congrats.
Congratulations, you guys. Awesome. So we're going to be shipping you brand spanking new Kodak Play Sport video cameras. Awesome. So what do you say? You want to answer a few more questions?
Let's do it.
Awesome. Do you see one?
I have some good ones. This is just a quick one. Well, everybody wanted to know the URL of that doodle video again. Can you just type that in there if you know it by heart? Okay, that'd be great. And then while you're doing that, Shane says, can you recommend an affordable tripod for people who do video without any help?
Yeah, I can't. they're
okay.
They're so it's like saying do you recommend a light bulb brand? I mean it's such a, when you're only using a tripod to just hold the camera up, there are 1,000 to choose from, and anything will do.
Okay.
I don't even know the brand. I have like 3 tripods. I don't know that brand name. I just said, what was my budget for this tripod? I want to spend $30, and I found one, and it works fine. If it's just there to hold the camera up, it's going to do the job. Where tripods will start to become expensive, what you want to look for is if you wanted to do like crazy movie shots where you're doing pans and tilts. You guys really don't need to worry about that. So you're good with whatever you can afford.
Okay, cool. And just to reiterate, this one came up a few times. So do you use the same keywords that you did research for? You use them in the title of your video. Is that right?
I use the keyword in the title. I use it in the description. I use it in the tags. And I say it in the video when I'm talking on the camera.
Perfect. Great. Okay, so it's definitely getting late. Do you want to answer, let's say, 2 more?
Yeah, maybe 2 more, maybe 3 more.
Okay, I like 3 more.
Yeah, let's see. And we still got a ton of people signing up, you guys. So we're gonna hang out with you guys for a few minutes.
Oh, good.
Um, okay. Ooh, Mike, Dowdy, if I say your name wrong, I apologize. Mike has a great question. Um, and yeah, I did say this, but I'm gonna let you know. If you have an older video on YouTube, Mike has about 200. However, they're a few years old. Can you reinvigorate a channel using these?
Ooh, I like that.
Yes, Mike. Here's what I mean, it's fantastic. I love this. So here's what you're gonna do. You're going to start with the videos that have the least amount of views, the ones that just are not doing anything for you. And you're going to change the title, the description, and the tags to a keyword that you know is getting a lot of searches. We've been able to do this. You can breathe life back into a video even if it's 5 years old and doesn't have more than 7 views. Change the title to a better keyword. So that's where in Module 1, we show you how to find better keywords that will get you the views. And that, to me, is still relevance. That's the most important thing, and that's where we build the foundation of getting more views, getting more exposure. So I love that question, Mike. Thank you.
Oh, and I love
Um,
that you go over, so you dive into keyword search and all that good stuff in your program.
I mean, I dive into it, but we start there because for
Oh,
me,
good.
it's the world of difference. It's I mean, I'll have videos that have 20,000 views, and 15,000 of them are from searching 2 or 3 keywords. And you know, a lot of people ask me, and I can't stand this question. They say, "Hey, James, how do you make a viral video? What's the secret? What's the formula? What's the strategy?" Here it is. It doesn't exist. There is no such thing as a viral video strategy. You cannot replicate it. You cannot duplicate it. The more you plan it, the more you try and create a viral video strategy. It's like trying to fall asleep. The harder you try, the harder you fail. Okay, so what would be the only other way to get views, especially if you don't have the audience, you don't have the list, you don't have the people already to share? It's to take advantage of video SEO, of getting found when people search. When they type in those keywords like how to do this or what's the answer to that, and your stuff comes up number one. And that's what we teach.
Awesome. Great, because there's a lot of questions about the keyword search and the best way to do it. So I'm really glad you start there. Fantastic.
Yeah, yeah. Let me see. Looking through. Um,
David asked, is it a one-time or monthly $97 payment? It's a one-time payment of $97.
Yes, and that also gives you lifetime access. Whatever lifetime means, is it your life or my life? I have no idea. This will probably outlive me, but we don't know where the internet will be in 30, 40, 50, 60 years from now. So yeah, but like I said, we already updated the program once from a complete makeover from VTA 1.0 to 2.0. We rolled every person into the new program, and you know, we do that again. You guys are in there for life. So I think that's pretty exciting. You guys get to stay up to date with what's happening. I mean, this is like what I live, eat, and breathe this stuff, and I love to share the best with you guys. Um, let's see. I had a great question from Daniel. James, what is the best way to target a local audience for local business? The answer, Daniel, is short and quick as possible, is local keywords. If you are a real estate agent in San Diego, you would create a video based around San Diego real estate, and that would be your title. That would be your keyword. That would be in the description. That's what you'd say in the video. That's what you'd talk about in the video. You start with a local keyword, and you can get local rankings. Let's see. Man, more questions keep coming in. I love this. If you're okay with this, Amy, I want to keep.
Bring it on.
Yeah, and anybody else who having any type of issue, support at videotrafficacademy.com. Support at Video Traffic Academy. Send them an email right now if you're having any problem. Like I said, we had a ton of people hit the site, a ton of people that are signing up still, which is fantastic. Some new people just signed up. Anna, Andrew Kane, Sandra, this is a hard one. Marshalla Minger,
Wow,
Leslie
that's a tough
Denning,
one.
yeah, Delilah Miranda, Cynthia Guy, Michael Matthews, David Sumenda. Thanks you guys for just signing up. Kimberly is saying, should I receive a link or email telling me how to access the program? If you didn't get a link, you should. So email support at Video Traffic Academy. We'll take care of you ASAP, and we'll take care of you. Okay, can I address this question? This is from Crystal. Crystal, sorry to put you on the line here, but the question is, okay, the question is, can I upload a video as I learn the techniques? Not an expert. Friends would not perceive me as an expert. This is a huge, huge question. And I'm trying the best way to see how I can address this, because what is an expert? And, the longer you walk around and say, let's say this, the reason your friends do not perceive you as an expert is because you do not perceive yourself as an expert. And so when will you be an expert? Is there a specific rule, benchmark, or law that then you are dubbed an expert? No, it's when you decide to. So I want to say to you that don't put videos up when you're not an expert, but become an expert first. And that first step to, how do you become an expert? How do you become the authority? It's when you make a decision to be that. Are you an expert? I mean, you guys can stump me right now. I have no problem saying I don't know. An expert is not someone who has an answer for everything. An expert is simply someone who knows something better than someone else. My favorite saying is that to a third grader, a fourth grader is God. Okay, you do know something better than someone else, and as you're going through whatever it is you're going through, you're learning more. So you're not an expert at, doing something that you've never done before, but you're an expert at something that you have done. Okay, so make the decision to be an expert, and that's going to help you. And creating videos, putting your videos out there is what then becomes the catalyst for being the expert. But it does start with you. It really does start with you. Okay, let's see. Okay, yes, Felice says the link doesn't work, and that's because you're trying it with the .com. So let me send it to you.
Yeah, did
again.
I post that wrong? Someone else.
Oh
said
no,
that.
maybe no you.
I don't know, but I reposted
no,
it.
I didn't know that you posted. I'm sorry.
Okay. No.
George Cummings has just bought the course. Got it. Looks great. Elaine says, thank you for providing a content-rich event rather than hints and teasers to make a sale. Elaine, I appreciate that. Thank you. Jenya, is that how I say your name?
Yes, Jenya's in my group as well.
Oh, awesome. Okay, so do you want to address if, because she got on late, will we be posting a replay?
We will be. So tomorrow, for anyone that wants to go over this again, I will be sending you a replay.
Look at that. How nice of you. George is asking a question, will course help out for videos for website presentations? I'm not exactly clear on that. I don't know necessarily what you mean by website presentation. If you want to clarify, I'll see if I can address that. Marianne just came in late, but we already gave the cameras away. I'm sorry, Marianne. Okay. Let's see. Do you see any other questions that you would like me to address?
Let's see.
I like Matthias Cyber. How important are channel backlinks compared to the backlinks in the actual video you want to rank? I'm asking because I never did a lot of YouTube channel backlinking, but my videos show good results when I do a little bit more backlinking of certain videos. Yeah, I've actually been told, I don't have like the specific proof because we do both. I've been told that channel backlinks are better. Now, for people who don't know backlinks, you're going to learn it inside the course, so don't worry. But yes, I would definitely, Matthias, I would shoot some backlinks at your channel, and make sure you do the full channel URL that includes youtube.com/user/Matthias. So you have the full user URL as well. Mark said he has not had an email yet. How do I access the videos? Mark, it looks like a step got skipped, so please email support@Video Traffic Academy. I'm sending you the link. Oops, trying to send you the link. Can you do videos without a crew? Says Kathleen. Absolutely. I do them with myself all the time, and a lot of our students do as well. Ron Murphy saying, I've experienced a lot of video buffering. How can we avoid this happening with our videos? I'm assuming you mean video buffering on YouTube. That really isn't much of a problem for most people. YouTube is really good at getting videos to load fast. Ron is also asking, is it better to shoot videos non-HD or in HD? I say it's always better to shoot HD. Okay. And Carrie just said, okay, got through. Looks like a beautiful course. Thank you, Carrie. I appreciate that. So I know I may have skipped a few questions, and I apologize for that. But I'm just kind of looking through. Did you see anything I missed, Amy?
You know, I don't think so. I've been typing responses back to people, so I might have missed a few that you said, so I don't want to repeat any. So I think we're good, though. Can you check the chat real fast? I sent you real quick. And then let me just look over these. You got the crew one.
Oh, that's a good question. Yeah, I guess a few of you guys have been asking, will you share the slides from the webinar? Yeah, I think we'll go ahead and do that.
Okay.
Why not?
Great. I'll put them underneath the video when I send the replay out then. So everyone
Okay, cool.
that's asking, we got tons of questions about that one. So the PDF will be under the video that you can access.
Awesome. Yeah, you know, I've never really done that. So
it's funny because on my webinars, I do it all the time because you have so much on there. And especially with Facebook, I have to do a lot of how-to. So my wonderful audience is probably very used to that. So thank you, James.
David Allen asked a question that I think he asked a few times. So David, I apologize we didn't see it, and I appreciate your patience. David is asking how long are the videos. I don't know off the top of my head. Each one is between 10 and 15 minutes, and there's between 3 and 4 in each module. However, I designed the course in a way so that you have the process maps. I mean, someone who is a little savvy with marketing can literally just look at the process maps and say, oh, I got this. And then maybe they're like, step 4 I'm confused about, and they can go in and watch that video. So I really designed it so you get to start wherever you feel comfortable, you know, whatever level that you're already at in your marketing, you know, career online. Felice is saying, I hate to be on front of the camera. Felice, here's a big secret. Amy doesn't know this, but so do I. I really don't like being in front of the camera. I just feel like I do it because I can, you know, inspire other people to be in front of the camera, but you don't have to. The slideshow presentations are very effective if you want to do a voiceover with text, but you got to make a good, you know, it's got to be good copy. You got to use good words and put good text on that screen so that people stay engaged. Awesome, you guys. These questions. Gregory Sneed just said best $97 I've ever spent.
Oh,
Gregory,
bring
I really
it
appreciate that.
Yes, I'd love to hear that.
That's amazing. And Dana Williams said, thanks all. I've come away with exactly what I needed. And I love how you said y'all, and I love that. So I appreciate you guys. Amy, you want to say anything? I'd love to just I'm tired now.
I bet. That was a lot. Webinars can be exhausting when you're teaching them. You're going to sleep well tonight for sure.
Yeah.
But what I'll say in closing is, first of all, again, thank you, James. I know that you always give 1,000,000% to these. And just so everyone knows, James had an opportunity to do something really amazing tonight. and he knew he had this webinar and he got on and delivered and no regrets. And that just means the world to me. So thank you, James, so much for being here.
Of
And
course.
everybody else, thank you. We know you have a million opportunities to get on so many different webinars, and the fact that you showed up for ours means the world to us. And I know James feels the same way. So thank you for being here. And again, I hope you all will take advantage of this program. I have to dive into this program. I feel like I'm missing this huge opportunity with my marketing without taking advantage of YouTube. So you'll see me in the program for sure. I hope I will see all of you. I'll send out a replay tomorrow morning. And again, thank you so much, James.
Amy, thank you. Everyone else, thank you guys for having me, for staying on, for just being so engaged and interacting with me. I have a blast doing this. For everyone who signed up, congrats, and thank you guys as well. The first thing, for you guys, new customers and students who just signed up, listen up real quick. First thing I want you guys to do, when you're all signed up, there is a community tab inside the members area. This is to join our private group. Please join the conversation over there. Hang out with me. Share your channel, introduce yourself, get to know the other members, watch some videos and some of the stuff they're doing. Be a part of the community, and you access that from the community tab or the community button inside the members area. I'll be there the rest of the night to kind of approve you guys, bring you guys in. If anybody had problems, trouble, if you guys have purchased and you didn't get a username and password and you're not in, it means it was just a glitch in the system. It happens when, there's a hiccup when so many people literally jump on it once. Email support@videotrafficacademy.com. We're standing by to take care of you. So by tomorrow morning, you guys should be all good to go, and I appreciate your patience for that. So thank you, everyone. Thank you, Amy, again, and have a fantastic evening.